Meet the Duprees. They're the ones that run things behind the gates of their private community. The core four of the family are Father Vernon, his wife Anita, and their two daughters Nicole and Danny. Let's start with Nicole, or Dr. Nicole to you, whose life seems to be so perfect. She and her husband Ted, who's also a doctor, has 3 children, Martin and Catherine, and also Ted's nephew Andre, whom they've raised. Oh, but then there's Danny, who married Bill, and they had 2 daughters, Naomi and Chelsea. And after 30 years, their daughter Naomi moved her best friend Haley into the house, and she stole her man. And now they're getting married, and Danny's not happy about none of that. But how could she be? Listen, Dupree family, you've got our attention, and we're back again today to get the tea, and I'm here to pour it, because we all want to know what happened today beyond the gates. Tearing up this paper. At the last minute, I decided there was something I forgot to do. Well, happy Monday to you all. Welcome back to the Channel Gatekeepers. And I do hope that you all are having a great Monday. I see so far we have Linda in the house, and Elaine in the house, and Miss Destiny H in the house. Did y'all have a great weekend? And isn't it wonderful that the weather is slowly catching up with spring? Slowly. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's always a slow crawl where I am, but we'll get there eventually. First things first, please be sure to hit that like button for the video for me. And also, if you haven't yet, go on and subscribe to the channel. You know you love me. Okay? So you may as well go on and subscribe to everything. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. I want to say, I always forget to say that. I also want to say that goes for the replay gang as well. And those of you who is listening in the bushes, you know, Kimmy, what is it? KB Mommy likes to call y'all out in the bushes, but that's all right, y'all in the bushes. But just make sure you go on and become a real gatekeeper over here and subscribe to the channel. You never know how such a thing may pay off. You just never know. Listen, the tea was hot today. Oh, well, child, I'm knocking stuff down. Y'all hold on. I'm sorry. Okay. The tea was hot today, honey. And because it was, I'm trying to wait for y'all to get in here because, you know, I told y'all I had created a little something for you all because we did make it to 2,000 subscribers. And I was so happy and thrilled about such a thing. Let me put that little graphic back up here. For those who might have missed that on Friday. But yes, we made it to 2,000 subscribers, and I was so excited. I really was. I was so excited. For those of you who was over here on Hey Blatant Truth, for those of you who was over here on Friday, you know, we talked about making it there. I'm trying to wait to see if Tony in here, y'all, but he ain't said nothing yet because Tony usually come in and give us our beautiful greeting. And, you know, it's always so upper crust when he comes in and gives his salutations. She says, I got my special drink and I'm ready to spill destiny. Girl, look at you. Okay, so I think I'm back to, for the time being, I'm back to being able to just click and put you guys comments up on stage. So Blatant Truth said hello. Destiny says she got her drink and she ready. Cousin Elaine was saying hello. And I think I'm going to spill some tea on myself to y'all today, just so you understand. I'm going to ask you at the end if you know who wasn't included in the shout out. I'm trying to wait around for Tony. I'm stalling. I'm stalling for Tony, y'all. I don't know where he at. Tony, where you at? You know you're supposed to be in here. Well, if he shows up later, then I may just have to play it again later. But I told y'all I had been working on putting together something for you guys as a special thank you. Let me say this first now. We hit 2,000 subscribers on Friday. And I wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you for getting us there. Thank you. thank you, and thank you too to every subscriber, to every listener, to every person who shares the video, who likes the video. And also, I want to thank those of you who have commented and who come and hang out on the lives every day. Just about every day you're here. And so those are the only names I had that I could include in this special thank you. But this thank you does go out to everybody. But because people do comment and put their names down, I see your name pop up, then I know you're there. If you're not, then I don't know you're there. So I don't want nobody to feel slighted now, because I love all y'all equally. All y'all my cheering now. I love all my cheering. With y'all. I don't want y'all to get to acting up like, well, how come? Well, I don't know your name. That's how I couldn't. That's why I couldn't put it. That's why I kept saying you should comment and set something down below. Okay. All right, y'all. So let me scroll on up here. Child, I'm getting good on my little laptop. I'm proud of myself. But okay, so the tea was hot today, right? Correct. Let me see. Is Tony in here yet, y'all? Let me look. I still don't see Tony. So yeah, say something so we know you're there. Because you never know how it's going to pay off in the future. You just don't know. You just don't know. I'm so upset that Tony is not in here. Okay, y'all. Well, I didn't stall long enough. The tea was hot today. So make sure you're looking at the screen now, because here we go.
Gatekeepers,
Get in here.
the tea was hot. Get in here.
The tea was hot. Open up the gates and get in here. Gatekeepers, get in here.
What?
All right, this goes out to all my day ones. And I want to know, are you in the house today? If you are, say hello in the comments. We're celebrating making it to 2,000 subscribers, and I couldn't have done it without you. Cousin Linda, are you in here? Tony Lynn, are you in here? What about Elaine? Are you in here? Where my girl Below DDS? Destiny H. My girl Shay Renee. And Real Talk 1411. Brat Fest. KB Mommy, I know you're in here. E Daddy 56. Blackbeard, Blatant Tree. I know you're in here. Lil Hard and Alex. C7. Jessica Love. Lulu 5023. Curtis N7F. He's for me 09. Lynn Stevens and Yvette Murphy. Let's not forget about Stephanie Washington. Only one Adrian. And Jessica Love 297. Thank you all for participating down in the comments. And to all of you, because everybody's important over here. We did it. 2,000 subscribers. Let's keep going, gatekeepers.
What?
All right. So I could have one to shout you guys out and just thank you for coming and hanging out every day, every single day. I appreciate you, because if otherwise I'd just be talking to myself, which is all right, as long as I don't answer back. Didi, did you see the video? Just let me know if you saw the video with your name. So I'm glad you guys like it. I'm seeing your comments down. Let me throw those up in there and we're going to get started. Hold on. KB, were you in here for the video that just played? Let me know. Destiny said, hey. Elaine said, holla at us. I love it. Linda says, I'm loving this because Blatant Truth has hearts across the board. Bilo says, hey, gatekeepers. Elaine says, we love the shout outs. Linda gave hearts across the board. KB Mommy says, happy Monday, Jen. My gatekeepers. Hold on. Why is this up here? I can't see. Okay. KB Mommy says, happy Monday, Miss Jen. The gatekeepers family. Destiny H says, hearts across the screen. Bilo says, no, she missed it. I'll rewind. Yeah, you have to rewind, or I'll play it again at the end. Okay. Destiny says, thank you, Miss Jen. You guys are welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much. I had uploaded a song to play for y'all because I thought that the party was gonna be today. So I had uploaded a song to play. Maybe I'll play it at the end, and if y'all want to hear it, you can. And if not, Destiny says, "Thank you, Miss Jen. You are more than welcome." Okay, oh, I read that. Okay, all right, y'all. Let's get on in here. KB, I guess you had to watch it in the rewind, girl. Oh, you saw it? Okay, great, KB. Okay, so let's get on in here and talk about these doggone Duprees, because y'all know they was giving a little bit today. All right. So don't y'all forget now, that was for everybody. I don't want nobody getting jealous about it. Why she didn't shout at it? Because I'm saying everybody. But if you don't comment, I don't know you there. So if you've ever commented, I tried to find it. If I misspelled anybody's name, please overlook me. I tried. It took me like 4-5 days to make that thing. All right, y'all. So getting on to these doggone Duprees, right? Cat and Tomas were at the diner having a good, safe, nice time. You know how she do. And he has a gift for her special day. And so Tomas gave her a necklace, and he worried or not if she liked it, because it's a calculator. And she was looking at it first like, oh, okay, that's cute. And he said, well, it's for you to count up all that money that you're going to get from your profits and everything. And she said, well, at least it shows that you're paying attention, and it was about me. But y'all know she ain't really like that gift. She just like it because it's right now. Because later on, she's going to be like, what kind of gift is this? But see, now, Eva would have appreciated that gift. I'm just saying. Meanwhile, there was a party. See, she was looking at it and grinning. I mean, she liked it, but Cat Bougie. She bougie. She bougie. She is. Meanwhile, they was setting up the party for her at the house. And that's the reason why I think Tomas got her out and about. Because it ain't like she didn't know about it, but they had her out and about. Keep her out of here by her while they get this party together. Well, Bill and Naomi were at his office, and she thinks that her dad is playing some mind games because there was a deposition that he was supposed to be at and he wasn't there. And so he was like, no, don't, excuse me. He said, don't they excuse you for doctor's appointments? He keep on throwing this up, don't he? Just keep on throwing it up. Why don't you? But anyway, he said, so she said, well, what's wrong, Dad? And he's like, no, it was just a physical. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Everything with my hand, everything was all right. You can calm down, right. It's all right. So Naomi's worried about him, though, because after all, this is her daddy. You don't get but one daddy, okay? So Naomi is running down the tested building. You need to get this. You need to get some blood work. You need to get this and that. And he's just loving it because he's just loving watching his baby sit there and love up on him like that, because he ain't had this in a while ever since he ran off with her best friend and married her. Things ain't been very father Lord. But anyway, he really liked to hear her call him dad, because every time she does, you could tell it just melts his little old heart. Wood is fine, so Bill is fine. Did I tell y'all that? Okay, I did. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, when she leaves, she went to the office. I mean, not office. She went down to that diner, and she met up with her husband, Do Good Jacob. And they talk about the case with her dad, and she's torn because if she wins, her father loses big time, and she doesn't want to really hurt her father. And Bill and Haley are back at the office, and they are talking. Hold on, let me scroll up some. Okay, so back at the office, Bill and Haley are talking. And Bill is excited because he thinks he's going to finally get his daughter to come around. And then Miss Haley decides to drop a little some herself. She says, well, I'm so glad to hear that you might be getting things back together with your daughter, but I've got a secret. I got a secret. I got a secret, Bill. I got to tell you. Lord, is this a baby? Or is it a real secret? Girl, what you about to say? You about to say a baby, you about to say a secret. What you about to say? A baby or a secret? What you about to say, girl? Because we want to know. We knows it back here behind this gate, honey. We all in your business, Miss Haley. Well, back at the diner, Jacob is still talking to Naomi. I'm trying to scroll back to these pictures, y'all. Give me a second. He's still talking to Naomi, and he wants to know, like, what you gonna do? Do you think Bill faking? Do you think Bill faking? And she says, even if he is, there's gonna come a day when he's not faking. And I just want to make sure that I'm in a position where, hold on, let me lower this mic, y'all. Okay. She said, I just want to make sure that when something does happen, because one day it will, she says that Haley is not, snubbing me and doesn't tell me anything. So she just feels like she really doesn't know if this case being brought against him is the right thing to do, because he'll lose so much money. And, I don't want him to not be able to take care of himself. And, she's really torn about this. And she says, I'm thinking that maybe my clients deserve somebody who can really carry this through for them. Like, I still want them to have justice, but I don't know if this is something I should be doing. And Jacob is like, well, I guess you know what you got to do. Deputy Dog, no, he always knows somebody got to do. Jacob, you always know what somebody got to do, don't you? Don't you, Deputy Dog? well, anyway, as Bill and Haley are talking, he wants to know, what's wrong. And yep, she thinks she's pregnant. And I think it's too soon for a baby. We don't want it yet. It's too soon. We just got on here. We just all getting to know each other. You ain't ready. We still getting acquainted. You still need to get the house together. You still got that tacky purple couch. And what you gonna do to a nursery? And we ain't got time to worry about all that. What kind of clothes you about to put on this baby? What you gonna name it? Girl, we ain't got time for all this right now. You need to call a decorator, not a baby doctor. We don't want it. Not yet. Hold on. Say this for November. We don't want it yet. Well, Bill seems to be not so excited about this baby to me at first. He was first like humming. I mean, weren't you taking your stuff? I mean, didn't we say we was waiting? I mean, what do you mean? And I'm trying to figure out why he wasn't like, oh my God, that's great. But he finally, did come around to that. Because Bill is cunning. So he probably was like, let me fix my face. But he ain't seem excited to me. He ain't seem it to me. Not to me, he didn't. Mm-mm. But anyway, when she starts talking about, well, maybe it'll be a boy and you'll finally have your legacy. Then he was like, you know what? I ain't think about that. I can finally get me a son. And he liked the sound of that. All men want them a son, honey. They do. So, now he might be all right with her expecting. When Naomi comes back to the office, and where's this picture at? Okay, so when Naomi comes back to the office, I done skipped the picture, y'all. That's all right. She was just handing him back the paperwork, and she said to him, she says, I've decided that I'm not going to go forward with the case. I'm going to let somebody else handle it. And he was like, what? Oh, Bill feel like he winning. All I do is win, 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 win. So Bill is like, all I do is win today. He seemed perplexed, and so were we, honey. I'm like, what? You really gonna drop this case, girl? What? Let me get down in this comment section, because I like to see what y'all talking about. Hold on, honey. Sister still learning how to scroll smooth. Hold on. Okay. KB says, thank you so much, Miss Jen. KB says, gonna hop on my desktop to do individual hellos. Linda says, hello, Destiny, Didi, and KB. Tony Lynn. Tony, you late to the party. We played something. I'm going to play it again just for you at the end, Tony. But Tony says, greetings. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I'm under the weather a bit. Oh, no, Tony, you got to feel better. I really hope you feel better. Whatever it is, fight. And we here for you. Didi says, I rewound and watched the shout out video. That was so sweet and awesome. It's special over here. Thank you, Miss Jen. You're welcome, girl. We try. Linda says, hey, Tony, and we missed you. Didi says, feel better, Tony. You got to get better, because we be waiting on you to bring us our classic greeting of the day. But now we owe one to you. Okay, Linda says, Tony Lynn, hope you're feeling better real soon. Tony says, thanks so much, Linda. Same to you and everyone here. The weather's hot and cold in my city, Toronto, Canada, which makes for like flu symptoms. Yeah, that's true. That hot and cold will get you every time. Destiny says hello to Tony. Tony says, thanks a lot, Didi, and also to Linda. Tony says hello to Destiny, mega thanks. And KB says hello to Linda, Elaine, Miss B, Destiny H, Blatant Truth, Below Didi, Tony Lynn. And Blatant Truth says, get well soon, Tony. And Tony says hi to KB. And Destiny sent hello to KB. Tony says, thank you so much, Blatant Truth. Elaine says she is not pregnant. Let us hope, because I ain't ready. I ain't ready. I ain't ready. I ain't ready. KB says, oh no, Tony Lynn, sending you some get well wishes. We missed you on Friday, but glad you're here today. Yeah, we sure did miss you Friday too. Blatant Truth says, that heifer is not prego. Girl, y'all need to start calling that girl a heifer. Heifer. Blatant Truth is laughing. Tony says, mega thanks, KB, getting better. KB says, Haley went from not wanting to be with Bill, and now she thinks she's preggers. Girl, stop it. She don't know what I told you, my friend used to say, she don't know if she want to be a helicopter or a jet. All she knows is she want to fly. Okay. KB says, Tony Lynn, glad to hear that. Tony says, thanks so much, everyone. Okay, B, change of weather every day here makes people sick in my city. Tony says, love the music, Miss Jen. Thanks a lot. So great. Destiny says, get well soon, Tony. KB says, I love it here. That's it. That's my comment. Girl, we love it. We love you over here, girl. And Blatant, Linda says what Blatant says. And Dee says, we can go on Haley. Wait, we can go in on Haley today because Real Talk is not here. If y'all don't leave Real Talk when you hear this back, girl, just know. I know you windmilling in the comments. Okay? Because she done told y'all to leave Haley alone. She gonna bust up in here later be like, I know you didn't get to talking about my girl. KB says, Miss Jen be putting that work in for us. Girl, I be trying. Plus a sister is of a particular age. It ain't like I really, really know what I'm doing, but I be trying. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me get back over here and pick up where we were, which is Leslie. Leslie. Our girl Leslie was in the house today. You know we love when Leslie show up, her and them 5 wigs, baby. I be so ready. I be so doggone eager about our girl. Well, Leslie and Eva are at home, and Eva is feeling stressed by her mother's behavior. And Leslie is jealous of the time that she's been spending with them doggone Duprees. And she apologizes for overreacting to Eva about accusing her of doing something to Lauren. I forgive you, sweetheart, for accusing me of doing something to that girl. You know I ain't did that. I don't know how Eva gonna find out when she find out you did. Both times it was you. Okay. Okay, well, she let me see when I miss my place looking down. Something to Lauren. Plus, then she said, most of her revenge plot has been falling on Eva to take care of and or deal with. And she feels bad. She's sorry, Eva. Well, Leslie wants Eva to be ready to step into the limelight because she thinks Nicole will leave Ted. Girl, Nicole ain't going nowhere. Nicole ain't no fool. I wouldn't leave my man. Not for 27 years. Even though he should have told me. Even though you back and could jump from behind the car and do something to me, but I ain't going nowhere. But anyway, she thinks Nicole will leave him and that the town is gonna turn on him as well because she just wants to bring him down. She wants to bring him down. It ain't enough just to pop up and say, you got a baby. But she wants to bring him down. See, that's why y'all shouldn't be cheating. Don't cheat. I'm telling you, don't do it. Because stuff always come back to bite you in the tail. Well, she thinks that Kat will get brought down a peg or two also. But Leslie says Ted will be just as crazy about her as he is about Kat because you is kind, you is smart, you is important. She wanted her to know. And Eva's loving the hype up that her mother is giving her right now. So her mother says, you're worthy. And then she says, and I hope that you ain't still stuck on that boy. that Tomas, that boy. And ooh, I don't know why Eva got so mad. Eva got mad and grabbed her keys. She was so irritated. She just marched right out of there. Y'all think she going to stop by the party? Because I thought she was. That's where I thought she was going. I ain't know. I ain't really know. Well, when Eva gets back, though, Leslie has set up a whole party for her. She had and did, cake and everything. Hat on her head and everything. You know one thing about it though, she might be a little cray, but she do know how to throw a party for two. She do. And she wants her to feel better. She says, cake always. I know it always make me feel better because I'm a fat baby of a particular kind, and I do sweets do make me feel better. Cookies, cakes, ice creams, all these things do make it better for a little while until the scales start lying on me. Then I don't like it no more. And the scale been lying on me a lot lately. So I had to break up with it again. But I digress. Well, she don't know that Eva just left the party though. We'll get to that. But Eva just left the party and came back to the house. Now she loves her daughter. Y'all know she do. She just a little touched in the head. She can't help that. Now, let me show y'all something I found over there on one of them pages, which I thought was hilarious. So somebody done put together one of them doll sets because you can make a doll set. I did one of myself too, but you could make a doll set. Look at this doll set they put together for Eva, Leslie, Laura, Sherry, Dana, Anna, Lulu, Nurse Curly Bob. Baby, they done put together a wig set, starter pack, an action figure set for the Lulu. Baby, I like to fell out when I seen this. They got all the different. They got look at the motorcycle helmet is killing me. It's that motorcycle helmet is just taking me on. It's just taking me on. It is. They got the motorcycle helmet, the black wig, the blonde wig, the auburn wig, and her leather set that she rolled out on to go get Lauren. Baby, y'all as wrong as rain a picnic for this one, but I was here for it. I was. Y'all hold on 1 second. I got to cough before I break out into a whole coughing fit. Now let me mute this thing. Hold on. Okay. So I thought that was hilarious. Let me see what y'all talking about before I get on to this next part. Hold on. Here I come comment section. Hold on. Okay, scroll up. Okay, let's scroll. I'm saying scroll. What y'all doing? Uh-oh, hold on. I know what I just saw while I was scrolling. Hold on. Come on, thing. Go up in the air and stop playing. Okay. Linda says, Dee Dee, you better stop. Blatant truth is laughing. KB Mommy said, Dee Dee, right. We're going to get it from her in the replay comments. Y'all didn't have to wait for the replay because I already seen her. KB is laughing. Linda says, LLSDU, Delulu has a jealous spirit for show. She does. KB says, Linda bias. Yes, she does. That's for real. Blatant truth says, Leslie is not slick. Elaine says, so now both Kat and Eva's have B-days around the same time. I'm suspicious. Well, it's 2 weeks apart. Y'all, but you know what? Y'all better not be sitting in here trying to say they twins. I ain't got time for all this. I ain't got time. Real Talk said, I'm in here. Don't get too excited. I told you she was coming to get y'all. Blatant says, Elaine very suspicious. She is. Dee Dee is cracking up. Real Talk says, I'm here. Don't get too excited. Linda says, too funny. Blatant says, did you see Ted and Eva dolls? I saw the Ted one. I got it loaded up. I didn't see the Eva one. KB says, hey, Real Talk 411. Real Talk says, I told everyone I think Ted and Leslie and Nicole were pregnant at the same time. Dee Dee says, hey, Real Talk. Bladen says hello. KB says hello. Elaine says, I think Eva will be Nicole and Ted's baby. I had a long day today and just got in. I didn't even watch today's episode. What? Real Talk, you missed the opening song too that I made for y'all. So okay. Tony Lynn says, if Haley having a baby, she's gonna name it Haley. Comment. Oh, Linda is cracking up. Real Talk says, but I read the recap. Blackberry in the house says, I really think Eva is Nicole and Ted's biological daughter and that she and Kat are fraternal twins. My theory is that Leslie might have stole Eva from the hospital and might have. And just might have. Linda says, cuz they might could be twins. Girl, no, you didn't say that country thing. They might could be twins. KB says, I was thinking they might be twins. Linda says, Real Talk 411, hello. And Real Talk says, if Haley pregnant, she will have to hide the pregnancy. Why? She's married now. She's married now. Blatant says she's gonna be able. She isn't gonna be able to tell anyone. Child, that's her married business if she had one. I'm with you, Blackberry. Linda says what Blackberry said. Mm-hmm. I don't know what she got to hide it for. That's her husband. That's her old man husband with his fine self. Did I tell y'all Bill was fine? I did. Okay, all right. I won't say it no more. All right. Well, going back to the doggone Duprees, it's party time. And after Anita and them were finished decorating for Kat, and again they mentioned Febreze. Baby, Febreze must be paying a grip over there because they had a whole soliloquy about it today. You know, Febreze makes the room smell good. Kat said it really helps to get the party started. Oh, I haven't tried this Febreze. Which one is this? Oh, baby, Febreze was like, it's not good enough for us to be in the room. I need y'all to say my name, say my name. Well, why they talking, right? Vernon done tipped over there to Danny's house so he could talk to her. And he reminds her that she was not the first to have a bad day or year. And he shares his struggles as an activist and how his dad was the one who built this community that they live in now. And he was questioning as to whether or not he had what it took to stand up to the challenges or like stand in his father's footsteps or shadow as well. And he said, you know, when I met your mother, together we conquered the world. And I saw a future with her, and that's why I got with her. And Danny apologized for all the crazy things she's done again. And for putting a bad mark, excuse me, on the family's name. Vernon said Bill was connected to a lot of her woes. And his day is gonna come where he's gonna have to pay. All right, there's some tough words now, Vernon. Let me scroll up here. So back at the Duprees, some flowers has arrived, and Ted sent Nicole flowers because he said, "I want to also thank you for giving me the daughter that we are celebrating today." And she started talking to her mother about how they had really gone through some tough times, but that having Kat was the reset to their marriage. Oh, Ted, I feel for you because, baby, they keep on talking about this day and this time when all this was going on. She reminiscing when she found out she gonna be mad. She gonna put you out for a little while. She is. She gonna put you out now. You know that you can count on. You gonna have to leave the compound. You might even have to leave from behind the gates. But Anita and them might let you come over there and stay at their house for a little while. Just don't go stay with Doug, because Doug into some bad things. Well, Danny tells her father that Bill came over there. She was like, Daddy, Bill came over here and I had put my lips on Bill. I did. I'm tell you the truth. I'm gonna confess on myself. I had kissed on him just a little bit. I did. Daddy was like, don't feel too bad, you know. She says, but listen, I know now that it's over. I was looking at Bill and Haley, and I can really see that he was looking at her the way he used to look at me. I really think it's a real thing. Like, I think it's real. And I'm over it, you know, again. This time for real, I ain't lying. I ain't tell no tale. I really mean this time, Dad. I ain't said. I know I said it the last few times, but I really mean this time over it. This time, okay, I'm over it. But she not. Anyway, Vernon talks her into coming on over to the party. You know, he said you need some different energy around you, and she said, okay. And then he said, who's the best? Who's the brightest? I thought that was cute. And I ain't gonna lie, today I cried when I watched that because it made me think about my daddy. My daddy was the sweetest man that ever walked this earth. And it just felt like a moment I would have had with him. He was like, baby, it's gonna be. I think it was daddy. Somebody got on my nerve. Then they said that I was, and I ain't even the name said nothing. Then she gonna turn around. Then he'd be like, that's all right, baby. You still daddy's baby. Don't you worry about the people. Just it was a sweet moment. Anyway, Kat arrives to the party, and she's chatting with her parents, and they love on her a little while before everybody arrives. And she told them Tamaz is coming, so please be nice. Now, when Chelsea gets to the party, they over there talking, and they having a chat about eating some cake, this metaphoric cake, this cake with all these isms around it. You think I should give him some cake? Do he deserve some cake? Should I serve the cake? Do I need to love the cake? What about the cake, girl, whatever, child, whatever. Well, Martin arrives, and for a minute I thought this was Smitty standing up here. I thought this was Smitty. And then he said Smitty couldn't make it. I was like, oh, that ain't Smitty, that's Tomas. Okay. Well, anyway, Tomas is standing there too, and yep, Eva came. See, Eva didn't know there was a party today because Dr. Nicole did not have it on her calendar. And so she marched up in there to come pick up something she had left in the office. And there was a whole party going on. Well, when the family started singing their song to Kat, Eva was back there standing next to Tomas and started talking about Kat like this wasn't even this girl party or this wasn't even this girl family house. Now, Eva, you were wrong with that. I think Eva lost herself for a minute. I do. Eva was like, she over here always getting celebrated. I bet they celebrate everything she ever did. I bet every time she went to school, looked at the one that clapped anything. They were clapping for her. Even when she started, I don't care what she do. She put on a new outfit. They were clapping for her. So and he was just looking at her like, but he didn't look like he disagreed. Because he know Kat is spoiled. Now, even though she was wrong for talking about this girl right up in her own party, up in her mama and them own very own living room, Kat walked over there and she was like, I know you ain't in here talking trash about me up in my party in my mama house right in my very own living room. But she was harsh though. And she said, you just a wannabe and a stalker. And you can leave. And Tomas was looking like, ooh, ooh. And so Eva walks off and goes into Dr. Nicole's office. And as she's doing that, Ted was looking on and saw her walk in there. So he went in there behind her. And just a sidebar. Eva, I don't think no cake gonna be served now because I don't think Tomas liked the way you acted. I don't think he's gonna want any cake. I mean, men will take cake anyway, but I'm just saying this may not be a good time, girl, to pull your cake out, girl. Keep your cake in the cabinet, girl. Keep it on the cake plate, girl, because this ain't a good time. Tomas was not moved by you showing out. Now he just was not. He was not. Okay, I want to make sure I didn't miss nothing. So Ted goes in the office and he's talking to Eva. Because I think he notices, baby. I don't care what nobody says. So he catches her and he talks to her about knowing what it's not, knowing that this might be hard for her being around this kind of environment, knowing that she lost her mom and she doesn't really have family and all of that. He said, but you can make your own family. And Eva really appreciated that. And he gave her a great big hug. And again, I think that she's just thrilled to be around her daddy. This girl likes her daddy. I mean, Ted, likable. Ted, fine, in my opinion. But y'all didn't ask, but y'all know Ted cute he is. And so, yes, they did a doll set for Ted, too. Y'all see what they did to Ted. They done put together a whole action figure set for him, and it's got all the different turtlenecks. That's all right though, because he can wear one. He sure enough fill him out. Did he have on? Hold on, let me back up. For the record, he got on a button-up shirt this time. He got on a sweater with a button on it. It's sweater weather, so he got on his sweater weather sweater. Okay, but yeah, I thought that was funny that they did that to Ted. Po Ted. Well, after the party, hold on, let me see something. Oh, on the way out the door, I'm about to miss something. On the way out the door, Tomas saw Eva and he was going to talk to her. And she says, I know I don't belong here, so let me just go. So you ain't going to be no proverbial cake served today, Kat, because he ain't like the way you had acted. because he was trying to be there for her at your party in your very own living room, down in your mom and them, my own living room, down in your mom and them house. Tomas was over there being concerned. He was concerned, girl. And that's not a good sign. He don't want no cake today, Cat. Sorry, Cat. Don't be no cake today. Anyway, after the party, the family is sitting around discussing, wasn't it nice? And wasn't that Tomas nice? He was nice, right? And wasn't Danny in such a mood? Because she was. Danny was upbeat and she was, acting all sparkly and everything and just having a good time. And they was like, I think she's doing good. I think she's doing all right. But Danny was back down at her house, down in that drawer, pulling out a bottle of that Beaujolais Ripple, getting some of that good Ripple out of the counter so that she could stand there and have her a drink. So much for her doing better. Because y'all know when she get to drinking, she get to thinking. And when she get to thinking, she makes bad decisions. So I'm going to wait and see what happened, girl. We going to wait. We ain't impatient over here, girl. We'll wait till tomorrow. I think she going to get the drunk dialing. What y'all think? Maybe she'll see Haley. I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much. Okay, Real Talk says, yes, Bill is fine. I know y'all tired of hearing me saying it, but I can't help myself. Real Talk says, I hope they don't have Danny still. I hope they don't now. If anybody gonna baby still, let it be Leslie, Dana, Sherry, Laura, Nurse, Lulu. Please don't get Danny involved in no foolishness like that. Linda says it's called product placement. Yes, it is. Dee Dee says they must be a paid sponsor. Baby, they are a paying sponsor. They're paying to be a sponsor. And Elaine says, I love that Danny and Vernon sing. Very nice daddy and daughter talk. It was. I'm telling you, it reminded me of sitting down talking about, I ain't never did no crazy stuff though, but it just reminded me of sitting on the steps talking to my dad about this, that, the fifth, and the third. Clifton Davis is still very handsome. Yeah, he is. Love the great go-to. He does. He still looks good. The commercial said that today's episode is sponsored by Febreze. Linda says Ted is going to end up in the doghouse. Well, he is. He got to be in there. I mean, I made a whole baby. Back during the time when she was having a bad time. There wasn't no good time to make no baby. KB says, Elaine Thompson, yes, he always speaks life into Danny. Love that. KB says, seems like Danny is very open and honest with her dad. Real Talk says, I don't think Danny is over it. She's really going to crash out when she finds out Haley is pregnant. She ain't going to be able to handle it. Unless she going to jump up and get her one with a baby poo. I don't know. Elaine says, and accept her craziness is unconditional parent love. That's right. You know your baby cray, but that's your baby. Danny says, Danny ain't gonna be the one mother. Wait, Danny ain't gonna be the only mother of Bill's child. Haley will also be the mother of his child too. Yeah, she may as well. I mean, they married. Dee Dee says she is really playing this role. Her raw emotions are on point. Yes. Elaine says Eva was wrong here. She was wrong. She didn't be talking that. She talking that girl like I don't like to see nobody talk down to people who are in jobs of service. I don't like that. Baby. If I was liking a man and he was talking crazy to somebody, I ain't about to like you no more because it ain't gonna be too long for you trying to talk to me the same. Linda says Eva was drinking her haterade. She was. Elaine says Thomas was iffy in this one also, and I think Kat needs to find someone else. Tomas was, and he was. Kat started it. She did. Kat had every right to be cruel when Eva is talking about Kat at her own party. She was. She was. Kat is so mean to Eva. She is. Blatant Truth says, two things are true, honey. I'm telling you, they both true. Blatant Truth says, if I was Kat, I would feel some kind of way too. I would. Elaine says, Maurice posted this picture on Twitter. Yeah, I saw him post that picture on Twitter too. On our Instagram, because I'm not on Twitter. I don't even know how to get on that. KB says, Kat was too harsh with Eva. I felt bad for her. Yeah, she was being nasty. She was being rich girl nasty. Blatant Truth says, KB Mommy, why was Eva there in the first place? I have to rewatch the episode. Eva was there because she didn't know a party was going on. And remember, she works out of the home office most of the time now with Dr. Nicole. So she came to retrieve something that she had left at the office. So Linda says, nah, Danny is still having problems. She's wearing a good mask. You know, she likes to drink now. Some of that Beaujolais wine, I told y'all, some of that Ripple. Thomas has better chemistry with Eva, and Thomas is more relaxed with her. Yes, he's more real with her. And I think he's going to want somebody more down to earth. But at the same time, he's social climbing. So how far can he get with her? Unless it turns out that she is a Dupree. And then he can social climb with Eva. And then her and Kat will have a rival forever. Mhm. Elaine says, is Danny hiding her liquor in the dishwasher? She hides it wherever she needs to. And does. No vodka tastes good cold. If it's 100 proof, you can keep it in the freezer. Like, cousin, how you know? I'm just teasing. Blatant truth, she says she came to get her coat that she had left. Blatant says, thank you. KB says, yas. KB says, Didi says, blatant truth, she left something there and came to pick it up and walked in on the party. Nicole told her to stay and get a slice of cake. I noticed how they kept talking about that cake since that's what Kat had up. I'm giving some cake here. Real Talk says, Chelsea says her mother is doing better and improving. How? Danny is an alcoholic, but she's improving. They don't know that, though. She drinks when she's home, and she drinks that vodka. Can you smell vodka on people's breath, or is that gin you can't smell on people's breath? I think that's why she chooses that. Blatant Truth says, thanks, Below. Below, okay. KB says, Blatant Truth, no problem. All right, y'all. Well, that's what had happened behind the gates today. I did play a special song for y'all at the intro. Who didn't get to hear it? Do y'all want to hear it again, or y'all want them to watch it in the replay? I'm gonna take the word of the first person that comments on this, because it's kind of long. But should I replay the thing for the ones that missed it, or let them watch it in the replay? First person whose comment pops up is what we're gonna do. Replay it or let them catch it in the replay. Elaine says, play it again. Blackberry says, it was announced today. Girl, what is you saying? It was announced today that Jason Vendrez is joining Beyond the Gates next month as Kenny, a mysterious stranger who impacts Martin and Vernon. What? So is that guy whose picture I had up here? Let me go up here and see. Hold on. Because did I delete that picture today? Doggone it. I would pick the day to have deleted that doggone picture. Okay. Play it again. Yes, share and comment. Okay. I did have something else for y'all, but I'm going to save it. I uploaded a song because, I got word that they might ask me to sing a song for the anniversary party. If they do, I'm going to play it that day. Because if in case it don't make it onto the actual show, y'all shall get the song anyway. She says, no. Oh, it's a white guy. Okay. Oh, really? Huh. Maybe Kenny was a witness. Ooh. Okay, so for those of you who missed the song, the thank you song, let me roll down here and play it again for you all. Okay, here you go.
Gatekeepers.
Get in here.
The tea was hot. Get in here.
The tea was hot. Open up the gates and get in here. Gatekeepers, get in here.
What?
All right, this goes out to all my day ones. And I want to know, are you in the house today? If you are, say hello in the comments. We're celebrating making it to 2,000 subscribers, and I couldn't have done it without you. Cousin Linda, are you in here? Tony Lynn, are you in here? What about Elaine? Are you in here? Where my girl Below DD at? Destiny H. My girl Shay Renee. And Real Talk 1411. Brat Fest. KB Mommy, I know you're in here. E Daddy 56. Blackbeard, Blatant Truth. I know you're in here. Lil Hard and Alex. C7. Jessica Love. Lulu 5023. Curtis N7F. and Yvette Murphy. Let's not forget about Stephanie Washington, Only One Adrian, and Jessica Love 297. Thank you all for participating down in the comments. And to all of you, because everybody's important over here, we did it. 2,000 subscribers. Let's keep going, gatekeepers.
What?
Yes, thank you all again. You don't know how much I appreciate you guys. Did you guys notice there's one person who was not? This is some tea I'm going to spill for y'all over here today. Just for you today, I'm going to spill you some tea. Did you all notice that there was one person that's here every day that was not included in that special thank you? Anybody? 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 Anybody realize? Well, there was no Miss B. I did not include her in the thank yous. Yeah, I did not include Miss B because Miss B is me. I don't know if you all realize that or not, but when I started the channel, I was doing research and it said you should start 5 channels so you'll have comments and help you in the algorithm, because I had no one when I started now. So I had to use a different thing to make comments so that it would help it in the algorithms. And so, and I don't want it to feel like down the line it feels fraudulent or something, or, like dishonest. So I don't mind you guys to know that that's me when I make those comments, because I had to have somebody. I had to have some, because after I comment, I can't talk no more. So I would always try to come. And I'm like, I know they got to notice that we usually get here at the same time. It's like, hey, y'all. And it's like, hey, y'all. And I felt odd saying like, hey, Miss B, because I'm like, I'm talking to myself. But anyway, it said to do that, like, but it said to do 5, baby. But I wasn't doing 5. It was enough that I could make a comment from that little page, right? From that other little thing over there too. So, woo. So anyway, so y'all know that. All right, listen, y'all. Listen. When they had this party, if they do or don't include me in it, I'm being in it. I'm telling y'all now. I'm telling y'all I'm singing a song at the party. I'm telling y'all. Y'all gonna get a song that day, whether if you want it or no, you gonna get it, honey. Because they might cut me out or something. All right, so listen, Lindas. Listen, y'all. We got to get to the questions about what might could happen up in here, right? So, will there be any cake served to Tomas now that he's been empathetic to Eva right at Kat's own party at her very own house? Huh? Will Naomi really drop the case, or will she find out that Bill is playing with her? Huh? Is Haley really about to have a baby, or will Nurse Curly Bob Leslie Dana do something about that? We don't know. And we got to keep watching to find out what's going on back here behind these gates. And I know y'all nosy and suspicious, so I know you're going to be back to find out what's going on beyond the gates. As always, I appreciate y'all big time. I don't know. I didn't say thank you. I'm going to just say thank you again. I appreciate you all so much, and I look forward to growing with you, because we going to be the #1 channel to tune in to talk about this here show about these doggone Duprees. Who do it better than us? Nobody. The gatekeepers got it on lock and do. Okay. Anyway, I hope y'all come back around here tomorrow around the same time. I'm hoping, like 4:15ish. And Tony, you keep feeling better and getting better, because that's what we want. We want us all to be feeling better, but we want you to make sure you're feeling better. I'm going to send out a get well wish to you, get better wish to you, get better wish to you. Yeah, that's right. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like the video, share it with a friend, and make them get on back over here and kicking or screaming. We don't care how they come. Tell them get on over here, be a gatekeeper with us. And because tell them you're going to have some fun. You can still go listen to other people, but come on over here and play with us for a little while. All right, y'all. You know how we do it. I do hope that you're having a great day. If not, there's still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? All right. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.
How did you get beyond the gates? Be gone.
Tell absolutely no one that I'm the one that let you in behind the gates. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.